did it, yeah. Spend the whole thing, even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Brooklyn Beats. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. For the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's away. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to roam. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson being chased out left. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Play action. Now Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Now Dobbins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. On this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
This time Jackson will throw it to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
48-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Gun. It's a give to Chubb. And some room to run now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jacob Phillips just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With the score, Beats 14, Ravens 3.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now a carry for Dobbins. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They go play action with Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Jacob Phillips able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but they're the kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? It's like that mythological thing that we do. If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 33. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
And 14.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now an option play on 2nd down. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Or perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Third and long for Mayfield. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, flush to his right. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They run again on first down. Chubb. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Rolling to his right.
3-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's now third and goal.
So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth.
For the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score. Beats 24. Ravens 9. Rodrigo Blank.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They go play action. Mayfield runs through the contact. Under a heavy completion, down he goes. Calais Campbell. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Grant Delpit
showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
Down and goal.
on 2nd and goal. Here's the option.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. On 1st down, Dobbins, and a short gain here down to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
On the move to his left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
That's good.
18 yards. A big pickup there on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Rolling to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost him. We could have a great finish.
So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. That fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
But you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their